market analysis. Um, Listen, I'm busy. I'm busy right now. Yeah, like I was saying, market analysis and whatnot. Today we started a bit later. But that's not a problem. There's no such thing as a missed trade. There is no such thing as a missed trade. I want to see what we can do today. And then I'll also analyze what happened yesterday. Because as you can see, yesterday's setup didn't really work out as planned, right? Yesterday's setup didn't work out as planned, like at all. So I'm gonna be analyzing what we can do with that and how we can move forward, right? Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is fine. Yeah, as you can see, market really reversed yesterday. It went up, and it looks like it's playing around the positions we marked yesterday. It's playing around the positions we marked yesterday. So, okay, you know what I'm learning, right? You know what I'm learning. I said yesterday, if you guys remember, there was a point where I drew a bunch of in drawings that were to measure the angle, right? And I like what I'm about to do right now. Watch this. So remember, I drew something like this yesterday. Then we also did something like that. And then we identified that this has a greater angle than this one. And what we identified from this whole idea of angles is the momentum thing, as you can see from that one. So right now, as a conclusion, I could really say the greater the angle, the greater the momentum. And as you can clearly see with this cell doesn't have that much momentum, especially when it came to this one right here, when it had to actually start selling. This cell has no momentum. It does have, but not compared to the momentum of the buy. So with that in mind, if market were to reverse right here, and now I'm going to look for two things. I'm going to look for an indicator up here, but I'm going to be mindful that this trend has a low momentum. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, bring out the indicators. We have our first indicator for a sell right there. Let's do this. Let's put that over here. Let's put that over there. I'm gonna look for our next one. which is somewhere around here. Or somewhere around there, right? Okay, I like that. Let me keep that there. I'm gonna keep that there, and then I'm gonna look for another indicator. Gonna put that right over here, and then one more, if we can even get another one. Okay, we see another one here. Okay, so already we can see that this trend is probably gonna go up. By getting this indicator right here and it being broken, I'm already seeing that this is gonna go up. So put that over there. That's our first buy indicator. So now the most perfect place to enter this trade would be on our next indicator that's going up. That would be our next most perfect place to enter this trade. Because now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the 1 minute time frame, and I'm going to show y'all something. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame. And now is like the most perfect time to use 1 minute because there's no indicators on the 5 minute. So now we are looking for entries because we're seeing that market is about to move, and 5 minute is not giving us entries. So that's why we come to the 1 minute. That's why we're coming to the 1 minute time frame. Okay, I'm about to look for entry right now. Okay, like this. I love what I'm seeing here. I love what I'm seeing here. I really like what I'm seeing here. Okay, 5 minute. Okay, cool. Let's go back. Yeah. Okay, right now I think I would definitely just go back to the 1 minute time frame, and then from the 1 minute time frame I would probably look for an entry. I'd probably look for an entry on the 1 minute time frame. So already based on this, you can see that this momentum is going to be quite significant. This thing is going to move. This thing is definitely going to move. This thing is definitely going to move. Based off of that angle, it's quite similar to this one right here. So that is going to move. Let's go to 1 minute so we can look for an entry. If we don't find an entry in terms of a buy confirmation, we'll look for an entry in terms of a sell confirmation, and we'll look to break that sell confirmation, just like that one over there. So right now I think you can just chill. Right now you can just chill. Don't really force, hypothesize. Don't just put in a trade just because of the previous one being a buy right here. Yeah, right now it's like just chill until you get a confirmation. After you get the confirmation, use risk to reward. Look at your TPs, and then, yeah. Personally, that's what I would say. That's what I would say. I'm gonna go. But you know, the fact that this is like only right here, it's not really looking good in terms of trying to sell this thing. I'm gonna try doing something. I'm looking for a TP right now. I'm looking for take profits. I'm looking for take profits. Okay, let's go to 15 minute. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. I think definitely if we break the structure, that would be like a good TP. That would be a good TP if we break that structure. Cause I don't think it doesn't look like it's gonna sell. That's if, okay, if this candlestick, okay, but this is 15 minute. This is 15 minute. Well, I'll go have a look in the 5-minute time frame. If on the 5-minute time frame this candlestick closes above these confirmations, then we're still looking at a buy. If it closes below, then we might continue selling. I'm gonna go back to 1 minute right now because we might have an entry. Okay, nothing more to it. Let's continue from what we had yesterday. So you see, we have our buyer confirmation right here. We have a buyer confirmation right there. And this buyer confirmation might be the reason why this thing is selling. That buyer confirmation, because of the buyer confirmation that I just saw right now, this single buyer confirmation might be the reason why this thing is selling. And it's strong enough to keep this thing selling. That's what I've noticed. Usually about the last confirmation is very critical. I don't even want to lie to you. So let's do this. Because of that last buyer confirmation, because market is right here right now, I don't know if I want to put that there. Let me put it as close to this buyer confirmation as I can. So right now we're right here. So let's do that. Let's put it right there. Let's enter this trade. This is going to be our trade for today. Let me see. 970. So that's like 410, right? 410 is somewhere here. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay. Let's do that. Let's put that there. Let's do this. Usually I will say the last confirmation that we see is it could really be serious, you know. So I don't like playing, especially what we just saw on the 15-minute time frame. The fact that this candlestick is closing up below these indicators right here. So that really gave me a strong indication that this thing might just go back and sell. That's why I'm taking that sell right there. So from that, I think that would be our TP1. Let's go. This thing is about to drop crazy even. This thing is about to drop like crazy. Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah. So let's continue with yesterday's take profits. Let's move that up here. Put that there. That's our first take profit. Second take profit is this one, and this is our third, and that would probably be our fourth. Yeah, so today's trade is the one I just drew right now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to back test what happened. You know what? Or is that what we should do? You know what I'm gonna do from now on? On weekends, that's what we're gonna do on the weekend. On weekends, from now on, we're gonna be back testing our trades for the week and seeing how everything performed, and then we'll be what you call journaling everything, like formally doing all these things, and then yeah, taking it from there. So right now, this is today's trade. If you're in it, that's good. If you're not in it, next week is also another week. And like I always say, if you missed it, you missed it. Don't try to rush it. If it takes us out, it takes us out. Don't cry about it. Next week is also another week. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm standing on my decision right now. And like I also always say, to avoid over analyzing, just close chart, leave it as is, but come back to check if you want to close your trades, if you want to take your trades, if you want to adjust your take profits, if you want to adjust to break even and whatnot. So yeah. Um, yeah, what can I say? What can I say really? I think I'm just gonna leave it at this. So yeah, like I said, weekend we'll come back and we'll analyze what happened this week. So yeah, thank you. I think the one thing that's very important from what I saw is studying the angles. Studying the angles, that's very important. But another thing that I think I'm seeing here is this formation. That's another thing I'm seeing there. I like that. I like that. I like that. Let's leave that like this. Let's leave this like this. Let's leave this like this. Is there anything else that I'm finna do? Nah, let's just leave it at that. Let me go to other markets and just see what's happening. Let me just have an idea on what's happening with the other markets as well. Damn, Bitcoin is going crazy. Bitcoin is going crazy. You know, I always say about, well, I don't know why I'm saying I always say today, but I'm telling you, with Bitcoin, by the time we officially have banks for Bitcoin, Bitcoin is just gonna go to the most craziest numbers. Bitcoin is gonna go stupid for real. Gold is dropping. Gold has been buying for the longest time, bro. Gold has really been doing a lot. Germany 30. I used to love Germany 30. I don't trade it anymore. You see that formation that I keep trying to show you guys? That's the same formation that we're looking at right now on thingy. That's why I even drew that. That's why I even drew that. It's such an amazing thing to trade, this dip. It's very amazing. It's especially if you're not a person who's patient in terms of waiting for market to move. It has high momentum. The probability of momentum with the drawing I just showed you is insanely high. Insanely high. So yeah, man. I used to be so good at Germany 30, bro. I don't know why I stopped trading this thing. But yeah, man, let me leave this like this for now.